Hello guys, this is Panzer 36, and today we're going to be doing an inbox review of Trumpeters E-50 Standardpanzer. So a bit of a quick history. They never built any of these. It was like the E series was like a new kind of replacement series. They had the E100 was a really massive thing, kind of like a mouse. The E75 was pretty sure the same chassis as this, just different suspension. Like the same hull. That was kind of like a King Tiger, kind of Tiger. This is meant to replace the Panther and kind of things like that. It's a medium tank, and so was the E75 actually, apparently, even though it's essentially a King Tiger. Then they had smaller things, like there was like the E25 and the E10. I think one of them was like a little kind of Hetzer thing, a little speedy tank, sure. And then I think there was even an E5, which was a tiny little scout thing. But yeah, they never built any of those except for one E100 chassis, I think the lower hull part. They use it for an AA mount, I think. Yeah, but here's the box art. As you can see, it's really, really nice. Trumpeter always has really nice box art. As you can see, there's the, like a burned out Berlin, I guess that would be something like that. And then they got the tank there and some little guys there with their fancy IR gear. And there's Trumpeter, and then you get the IR gear there on the tank. That's the kind of stuff they had in like a Panther sometimes. And on the, I see here on the cupola and on the whatever that is that like a viewport or like a, I don't know what that is. But man, there's some really nice cast texture. We'll see if they have that in the kit. Hope they do, but I'm gonna guess they don't. Yeah, so alright. Alright, so first up, what do we got? The gun. Alright then. No, there's no cast texture. Let's zoom in on this. Alright, so I'm just going to show you here. What we have is we have a gun barrel here, half fit, another half here. Now I hate halves, so but I'm not sure if you can get a replacement. You probably can, but I'm not sure if I can get one because it's, I think it's an 88mm gun, but it's like a special one. There's no muzzle brake or anything. I think it's a late war kind of, I don't know. I'm pretty sure it's an 88. Might be something bigger than that. We got the kind of like the mantlet piece here, which is also a half. I'm not sure what that piece is. Maybe that's like the back part. And this is also kind of like where the mantlet. This is the one they show in the kit, which is it's kind of like a late Stug kind of one. You know, it's kind of like weird and rounded. Then over here we got also this round one. Well, actually, there was a bit of a cast texture, but it's like the most weak thing you'll ever see. I can't even, like, I'm not even sure if the camera's going to show you that. Like, you can see that it's like tiny little bumps on it. It's like 2000 grit sandpaper kind of bumps. They tried, but yeah, so this is our round one. It's more like, kind of like a, what can I say? More like a Brummbars mantlet kind of thing. It's the one you see on the Panther Schmalterm, which is, I guess, this turret actually. Yeah, and then there's like this another gun, I think, for this one. Yeah. And that's also in a half. Everything's in halves. Everything's cut in half, so that's not good. And here we have this bit here, which has all the little tiny periscopes. We got 10 of them, and they look nice. And then in here you got tied a nice little bow for you. There's the, what I guess you'd use as the tow cable. It's just brass kind of coil. Not sure how well that's going to be. Maybe it looks good. I don't know. Never used that stuff. But I assume it should be good. Here we have the upper hull in this kind of side box area. And it's about Panther size. Like so, it's essentially like a King Tiger chassis, I'm pretty sure. Something like that. Kind of like a Panther or something. We got really nice detail actually. There's a weld seam all the way along there, which is nice. I'll zoom in on that. Oh, no. Camera doesn't want to. How close can we go? No. Well, that's a shame, but yeah, there's a really nice weld seam. I'm not sure if you can see it. Also, there you can see we got kind of like a molded on grill kind of screen thing there. It's good, but it's not as good as photo-etch. You do get photo-etch for those though. But yeah, that should be fine with a wash. This is like where the those are two things on the back, exhaust plates, and then that's where the antenna goes. I think if it's a command tank, something like that. And then there's some big door there which opens up. It's like a Panther. And then at the front here we have also like a Panther. Two hatches for the driver and the radio operator. And once again, you got a weld seam on there. That's really nice, including right there on the front there. You know, I guess that shows you how thick the front plate is. It's pretty thick. Also, yeah, on the sides here where it meets, the German tanks, you see that often, like late war ones, kind of like the Panther. I think the King Tiger too. They got the interlaced panel things, or armor plates. As you can see, they've got the side, because the plate, like the end of it, whichever end you see, that part there would be the side of this part here. It's got lines on it. It's kind of like a weld seam, but yeah. So always make sure you put those on if the kit doesn't. Those are really nice to see. You got parts there for the fenders. So that looks really nice. We got also, oops, and also underneath it there's a lower hull, which is kind of bleak. Nothing much on it except for the same kind of weld seams on the front there. I won't bother showing you that. And there's some parts on the bottom, but other than that, it's nothing. And in here, I already cut this open. Nice little box for the turret. You get a bit of kind of flashy crap on that. I'll zoom in. The turret's also really nicely molded with that kind of angular panel thing I was talking about. Your plate and armor. Kind of in the corner there, it's a bit like a flashy kind of. I guess you can see right there. That's where it came off the sprue or whatever in the factory. Yeah. Also between these, the plate and unlike this part there, there's a really nice weld seam in that kind of crevice. And you got parts here for all these kind of, what are they, like kind of handles that go on. Yeah. So basically it's just beautiful weld seams all around. And yeah, lots of parts that are going to go on there. But that looks good. Nice of them to put it in a box too. That's a good idea, because it's not very probably strong that way. It's just, but it's cool they molded it like that. Not just like flat parts like the bottom of the turret here is. I'm not going to show you that. It's just the bottom of the turret. Here we have some parts which are like escape hatches for the back of the turret or something like that. Little bits here. That's like the front light. Not sure what that is. I'm not sure. Those are part of, like, I don't know where those go. Probably in the back of the hull or something like that. Once again, we got the commander's cupola, which has no, they didn't even attempt to put a cast texture on it. So you can see it's just flat. Oh. But at least they did put a weld seam kind of in the crevices there where it meets. Yeah. Kind of, you know, in there where that elevator part meets it. But if you're going to put on some Mr. Surface or whatever to make it cast, you're going to lose that weld seam probably. But overall, actually, let me show you this sprue again. Overall, it's nice. You got also these little parts clones that the turret I was talking about. But overall, I don't see any flash here. It's all nicely molded. Just little bits and bobs. Can't tell you what they are. Alright, and now here we have this big sprue here, which is all the suspension elements. So we got like all these little parts along here, along there. I'm not sure what those are. That's probably for like the, yeah, they call them cantilever suspension. I have no idea. The wheels along there, I'm not sure. These are all little parts for it as well. Exhausts are halves. Why is everything in halves? Oh my god. Let me just show you some of these wheels there. They're good. Okay, it's just fine. Really nice bolty tail on them. Can't say anything bad about it, so yeah, I'm happy with that. I guess it's all metal, no rubber on those. And then up here we got the idler at the back. Once again, same bolt detail, is really nice. And then over here we have the drive sprocket at the front, which once again is really nice bolt detail on it. Yeah, so looks good actually. Even these little bits there, I'm not sure what those are. but they have really nice bolts on them as well. We got bolts everywhere. Alright, now we get to the bottom of the box. We have this wrapper. We have this sprue here, which has lots of parts for the lower hull kind of area. Along here and on the other side we have the fenders for this side, just molded really nicely in one piece. Unfortunately, that means you cannot have like a piece missing. You know, you see that in like King Tigers and stuff like that. But you know, whatever. You could just hack it out. It's really thin too. I'm not sure if I can really show you that, but it's quite thin. Like it's not like the thickness of all these parts here, which you won't see the thickness of actually. They made an effort to make it thin, which is quite good. Like photo-etch would be like better, but you could probably get a photo-etch set for this. Maybe, I'm not sure. These parts here are for the back. They're like the exhaust thing kind of sticks out of them. Got tools here. We got a shovel, axe, bolt cutters, and that's the like a tow cable that goes on the side, I think. Now, as you can see, it's pretty good. I'm not sure if that's what the supplied part goes as. The supplied part looks a lot bigger, like the supplied what is it, copper wire, which goes with these things on the other side. Over there. Yeah, but tools are nice. But you get photo-etch parts to like work on the handles, like the clamps. And then up here we got the ends of the fenders, which actually look really good. Like they got a little tiny bolt detail on those and everything. Why could I not zoom in anymore? Yeah, so that's overall pretty good. Let's get over to the tracks. The tracks, talk about them there. I'm not sure actually if they're King Tiger tracks or not. I'm not sure. They look like them, but I'm no expert on the King Tiger. Now, if we zoom in on this side of them, it's actually really cool. Like really cool. It's a nice detail on them at all. I don't see any problems with them. Like there's inside each of these kind of areas, just at like each of these little holes, just a tiny bit of like kind of flashy residue. But if you're gonna put mud on them, that's gonna cover it up immediately. However, on those sides, you can see there you got these awful like parts where they poured it in. And you get like 5 of them along the length of it. It's terrible. Like, oh my god. I'm gonna show you this. You got more up there, whatever. I think there's 5 along the length of it. It's really a shame because it's really nicely molded. It just gets destroyed by those nasty marks. Like, that's awful. But that's the underside. So, like the inside. So it's gonna be like all the wheels and stuff kind of blocking that. But there is quite a lot of empty space between the wheels. So gonna have to do something about those. Let's get over here. These. Took them out earlier. Alright, so we have the instructions. Alright, all its symbols and stuff, safety, don't use it as a flotation device and stuff. They got the cantilever suspension, they call it. Alright, and they said that also you can use the tracks. The tracks in this kit can be glued using plastic cement. And also be painted using plastic paint. If it's broken, use staples. Yeah. So it might be some kind of DS kind of similar material. It might be able to glue it with the oh so wonderful extra thin. Yeah, so the instructions look good, not cluttered. That looks a bit confusing actually, that step. They put a little bit too much in there, but overall, it's pretty good. It's still pretty clear though. All the arrows actually go to like where it is and stuff like that. And you get all those photo-etch parts, which I'm about to show you. They'll go as part of the tools, like a better clamps and stuff. Alright, and now here we have the wedge parts I was talking about. Alright, so these ones there, they obviously go for the rear deck on the top, which would be right there. And then you get these squared little panels. I'm not sure exactly what they go, but they probably do something important. And then these are all the clamps for the tools I was talking about. They look really nice. Pretty sure those are for the backlights. And those, I'm not sure exactly what those are for. But overall, these plastic, the photo-etch looks really, really nice. Like if I can zoom in any more on this without going all fuzzy. You can see how it's actually like different thickness and stuff like that. And finally, the painting and marking guide. Now, since this vehicle was never made or anything, there's just one like fictional scheme, which is just red and yellow, which I guess you see on all German tanks. Yellow everywhere, and they just get red kind of on the lower hull, and then red for the gun barrel. Now, I guess you could find all these fancy kind of like late war schemes, but yeah, there's no decals at all in the kit. The IR kit looks cool. I'm pretty sure that was in on one of the sprues. I'm not sure if I saw that. I think that was on the plate, that all the little bits I was saying. I'm not sure what they're for. So if I can find that. Yeah. I was talking about all these. What were these for? Yeah, I think this is the IR gear on the turret hull. Get like lights and stuff like there. That's the mount for it, I'm pretty sure. Looks really good, actually. It's a cool addition. I guess there's no plastic lenses at all for it, but you could just kind of improvise something. So yeah, that's it. Not a super huge amount of parts in the kit, but still, it's a kit worth buying, I'd say. I'm pretty sure the E-75 they make has a lot of similar parts, because the chassis, like the hull part is the same, just got different suspension parts. So I guess I'd recommend that too, maybe. The only downsides, I guess, are no clear bits for the lights on the top there. And then the no cast texture and everything being in halves. But I guess you could kind of fix that. And I guess when you put the cast texture on there with like Mr. Surface or whatever, you'll cover up the nasty seam you'll have along there. Barrel, I have no idea what you're going to do about that. So I hope to build this soon. It looks really awesome. Yeah, so thanks for watching the review, guys. I'll have more reviews up soon, so bye.